Welcome to this taster session of my 15-minute core strength for life. I'm Emma. Grab your mat and let me introduce you to a stronger way of life, no matter your current ability. Right, let's get started. We're going to dive in with some breathing just to start. We're going to do 5 breaths. We do 2 inhales followed by an exhale. 2 in through the nose and then 1 out through the mouth. So let's go. One more. Excellent, well done. We're going to dive in and start straight into our plank position. So into a tabletop position when you're ready, and then into plank. From here, taking the feet all the way out. And then you're simply going to start by taking one hand to the opposite shoulder and then switching over. Then we're going to start off with getting those legs in as well. So as you start to introduce the hands, start to think about introducing the feet as well. We want to try to get those legs up nice and high if we can. This is going to help to target the front of the body, our core, and also our glutes as well. So keep it going. Try and find a nice steady breath if you can now, and a nice steady pace. You can always keep it nice and slow if you're just starting off, and then as you start getting stronger, as you start finding your rhythm, you can always get a little bit quicker. We're going to do this one for a whole minute. We do most of these for a minute today, and then we'll move over to the next one after our minute. So you're halfway through on this one, keep it going. We want to try and keep the upper body nice and strong here, so start building that shoulder strength and arm strength as well, but also targeting the core and those glutes. Well done, keep it going. You're nearly there, 10-second countdown coming up. Well done, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. From here, drop your knees down. And we're going to go onto our elbows from here. For this one, you can walk your knees back slightly so you get a nice plank and parallel with the floor. Then from there, you're going to reach your hand forwards, just tapping it forwards and bring it back. Again, another really good one for just targeting that upper body. We also target the front of the body as well, so you might start to feel that core kicking in. If you want to make it a little bit easier, just bring those knees in a little bit closer and then keep those hips up a little bit higher. And if you want to make it more challenging today, you're going to try to take those feet all the way back so you're into a full plank. And again, just walking, taking those hands forwards, just a little tap forwards. Well done, we're over halfway on this one. Keep it going. Some of these are definitely a little bit tougher than others, so keep going. Find that nice steady pace, nice steady breath. Well done, nearly there on this one. 15 seconds. Nice and strong into the front of the body, so upper part of the body, arms and shoulders. Here we go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Coming down onto your front from here, taking the feet a little bit wider, and then try to engage your legs, your thighs, your quads. So you're going to lift the knees if you can, press through the tops of the feet. Then from there, lower the chest, the ribs, and we're trying to target the upper back muscles. So we're going to take the arms back, squeeze in, and then switch over to the other side. This one's a really good one. We tend to do this one most days. We just want to really target those upper back muscles. And then when we can really work to strengthen those naturally weaker muscles, it does help us to stretch the chest for one, and it does help us to get those shoulders rolling back and down as well. It's a really good one to work on to help improve your posture. Well done. So keep it going. If you can, you want to try and feel a little bit of resistance, a little bit of engagement as well. So you might squeeze in that little bit more. Maybe bring that elbow back and that shoulder back as well. Well done, keep it going. Squeezing in. Maybe even getting that little head turn to the side as well. And we try to keep nice and low with this one, so you can keep the hands out in front, opposite hand out in front, just to give you that little bit of a chest lift, but you don't need to come up too high. We want to try to look after the lower back, so we're going to keep nice and low with the chest. Lovely. Nearly there on this one. 15 seconds to go. Keep it going. Lovely, nice steady breath, nice steady pace. And if you did want to make this one harder, you can do both arms together. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. From here, coming up and onto your front. So you're just going to bring the legs around. And then from there, we're going to come onto our back. So once you're down onto your back, just bring the feet up and the knees up and try and get a nice right angle if you can with the legs. Knees together, feet together. Now lift the head and the chest and hands on the back of the head. Essentially, we want to try to hold here, but the main thing is that you keep your lower back on the ground and that mid back down as well. We're essentially trying to hold here for a minute, but if you want a little bit of movement, just going to reach those hands forwards just so you can feel like you've got something to distract you as you hold for a minute. If you want to make this one harder, you're going to send those feet further away. So then you're going to start to target a little bit more on the front of the body, but just make sure that back stays down. If it starts to arch, you've gone too far with the feet. So bring those knees back in to make it easier. Well done. We're holding here and then just working those hands to help. But essentially, we're trying to really target those deeper core muscles. So those muscles just underneath your lower ribs. If you can get those nice and strong and build that strength every day, like we try to do with our Strength for Life program, you're trying to really help then with your posture. So it will keep your ribs lifted and then it will keep your chest lifted. And that will help with your posture massively. All right, keep it going. We're nearly there on this one. Keep in hold. Remember, you can make it easier by bringing those knees in a little bit closer or make it more challenging by sending the feet away. Lovely. 15 seconds to go. Keep it going. Excellent. Keep reaching, keep lifting. Excellent. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. From here, let your feet come all the way down. I'm going to try to work with the legs. We'll give our neck and shoulders a bit of a break. So I'd let the head go all the way back and down. If you want to make this a little more challenging, taking the hands over the top of the head and then bringing your knees into the chest. If you want to make it a little bit easier, keep the hands down and maybe even grab your mat. From here, send one foot out and away from you, and then bring it back in and switch over other side. Again, we want to really try and keep this lower back down on the ground. So if you feel like the back is arching, then maybe just take the feet up and away rather than straight out and away. And then obviously to make it more challenging, those hands go over the top of the head, and then you might start to go a little bit lower and maybe aim for those straight legs as you reach the feet out and away. Well done. Keep it going. We're doing a minute on this one, as always. Really aiming to try and keep that lower back down, mid back down as well. Good work. Excellent. Nice steady breath through for this one as well. Maybe working towards straight legs, or maybe just a little bend in the knee as you take each foot out and away. Good work. Halfway through. Keep it going. So we do get to rest the neck in this one, but we try to mix it up each day. So each day we do different core exercises to help, but essentially we're trying to build that upper body strength, core strength. We also help to strengthen the neck as well, which affects posture. And we also get those glutes, quads as well. Well done. And hip flexors. Nearly forgot hip flexors. Lovely. Here we go. Last little bit on this one. 10 seconds. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. From here, let the feet come down. Then lift your head, lift your chest. All right, from here, you can take the hands onto the back of the head. We're going for our toe taps. Bring your feet in nice and close and then have the feet hip width apart as well. And then reaching down, you're going to try and reach towards your toes on the right side. And then left hand's going to reach towards the toes on that left side. So just keep reaching as much as you can. This one's a really good one. You should feel like you're doing a sit-up essentially for the whole time. Essentially, your upper back is just moving side to side, but lower back stays on the ground. And then we're trying to really work towards those toes, or you might be towards the heels. And you can always speed this one up as well. So if you want to go a little bit quicker with this one, you can even just keep those hands out each time, the whole time, and then just reach for those toes. It's going to make it a lot quicker, and you'll get a lot more in the minute. Well done. If not, just keeping one hand on the back of the head. It's going to give you a little more support for your neck as well. Well done. Halfway through, keep it going. Keep reaching, keep stretching. Lovely. Excellent. Maybe pressing into the feet, maybe pressing that lower back down as well. This one's a really good one for working the sides of the body, so your oblique muscles, it's just down the sides. But we also feel like we're doing those little mini sit-ups as well. Excellent. We're nearly there. 10-second countdown coming up. Keep it going. Lovely. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. From here, we're coming up to seated. We're going to go into a sort of mini curl up, essentially. And for this, we're trying to lift our legs up and work the front of the body as well. So if you bring your thighs in nice and close, bring the feet in as well. You might even hook in to start. Hands can go down to start with here, and then bring in these legs up one at a time. So it should feel like you're doing a mini sit-up, but we're balancing on the sit bones. And then we're trying to lift those legs up one at a time. So we really target those hip flexors at the top of the thighs as well. So it's quite a tough one. And we have already done quite a bit on the hip flexors today already. So you should feel that, maybe that burn right at the top of those legs. If you want to make this a little more challenging, you can try and take the hands out in front and try to lift the chest a little bit more. Lift the ribs as well, so you're sitting up taller. Maybe even get the shoulders to roll back and down if you can as well. And then those arms out nice and straight. Lovely, we're halfway through. Keep it going. Just lifting those feet up, trying to stay in nice and close as well. So chest to the thighs as much as you can. Well done. And then aiming for straight legs. So eventually, as you start to build that strength in the hip flexors, you'll also be able to feel and work more with your flexibility as well. And then you'll be able to take those legs up even higher. Good work. Keep it going. Last little bit coming up. 10 seconds. Well done. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. We've got one more to do on our back, and then we're going to come back up for our last little bit. So when you're ready, again, getting onto your lower back, you want this lower back on the ground, bringing the knees in, and then hands on the back of the head again. From there, you're going to reach over. You're going to send your left elbow to your right knee. You can send your left leg away as well. Bring it in and then switching over. So elbow to knee once. These are really good. Again, we get those sit-ups working. It feels like the front of the body is really firing up, mini sit-ups, but we're just adding a little bit of variety as well by trying to go across the body. So you get that diagonal pull across the body, working to lift up, reach up. You can take that opposite leg away from you if you want to, maybe towards that straight leg, but don't worry so much. You can always just keep those knees pulled in. And main thing really is that you get that elbow up and across to the opposite knee. That's going to also fire up your oblique muscles again. So those muscles down the sides of the body. Getting some of those deeper core muscles as well. Good work. Keep it going. We're over halfway. Excellent. We're going to finish off with our lifts for our last one, which we'll move on after this one. Keep it going. Nice steady breath, hopefully feeling nice and warm now as we get fired up. We just want to try and do these just a little each day. 15 minutes is much easier to squeeze into your day, but it's all about trying to build that consistency and keep it going every day if you can, just so you maintain that strength, but you build on that strength as well. Here we go. Last little bit on this one. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. From here, coming all the way up, and our last one we're going to try to do is our lifts. So these ones are always a little more challenging. I'll give you a couple of options. So first option is to be seated, cross the feet, or cross at the ankles, hands go down, and ideally explore where your hands need to go. You might lean forwards as well, give your elbows a squeeze, and try to lift up. Then we'll switch over, do the other side. And it doesn't need to be much. If you're not getting a lift at all, don't worry. You'll keep going with this, and eventually you'll start to be able to lift your hips, and then eventually be able to lift your feet as well. Alternatively, if you've got really tight hips, you can try to work onto your knees. So you take the hands down and just try to lift the knees a little, or you can try to lift the knees a lot. And then for the really more challenging position, you'll take your feet all the way out and away. So nice straight legs, hands go down, just place the hands down, a little lean forwards if you can, and then lifting up and back down. And if you want to make it harder still, you're gonna try and pull those hips back as well. Well done, we're nearly there, keep it going. 10 seconds, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And that's done. That's done for today. That's 15 minutes. Thank you very much for joining. See you soon. Wow, well done. Even though that was just 15 minutes, you're well on your way to a stronger foundation to help boost your life, your work, your hobbies, and your sports. Join our growing community of parents, grandparents, runners, climbers, and yogis who practice every weekday, 7:45 live. See you on the mat.